You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day, sir.
Good. Well, again,
good day to you, kind sir.
Good
cracked
day.
me up. I did not see that coming. Good day. I said good day.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. Oh Lord.
Didn't take much to get you off track.
It doesn't.
John has a new goal every morning.
A couple of notes of interest here. It was 1877. This day, very first telephone in the United States installed in Boston, Massachusetts. It was the
Nice.
first one, so nothing happened. I mean, who are you going to call? Who's going to call you?
Right.
That's true.
Ain't no big deal. Out of the world of baseball, I love this so much. This day, 1947, Jackie Robinson becomes the first African-American to play Major League Baseball.
Number 42.
Yep, signed on with the Dodgers. And good you should bring that up, John, because it was also this day in 1997, baseball honors Jackie Robinson by retiring his number across the board, all teams. You will never see another major leaguer wearing number 42.
That's pretty cool.
There was a movie. Only reason I knew that, there was a movie a few years ago. It was named 42.
And you couldn't find the remote, so you watched it.
No, I watched it. I got it for my birthday when I turned 42. And then it was like a year later, I was like, I'm 43, and I still haven't watched this movie.
Watch that movie.
So I did watch it last year.
And boy, here's a slice of Americana. This day, 1955, Ray Kroc opens the very first McDonald's fast food restaurant in Des Plaines, Illinois.
Been there.
15-cent burgers,
Oh, yeah.
19-cent cheeseburgers, 10-cent fries and sodas, was 20 cents for a shake. The very first day of business, that McDonald's made $366.12.
Now they make that much in like 2 minutes.
Changed a bit since
Per location.
Thought that was
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
kind of cool stuff. And also, for those of you just tuning in, and we got to get a Facebook page up on there. I came up with this about a week ago. You know, yeah, life has changed. Yeah, a lot of people stuck at home, and it gets a little weird, man. It just gets a little weird. John and Heidi, as you know, have been happily married for 20-plus years now.
Yeah.
And
To each other, even.
here's the thing. I'm single.
Yeah.
I do have, my kids are grown. I do have 2 beautiful grandchildren in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince John and Heidi to have a baby and sell it to me. Because we really don't have a whole lot else going on right now.
We turned off the baby spigot a long time ago.
we certainly
Well,
did.
that's what you're saying, but still, it's not always about you two.
So somebody listening wants to get involved, is what you're saying?
Fine, I think it's time for me to raise another child.
Oh, yeah.
I can't necessarily do it on my own. I might have to get involved with somebody, and that just gets messy, and then I'll lose another house and another car.
You just want the kid without all that messiness.
So that's it. So
Have you considered getting a cat or dog?
yeah, so get on the Sunny Facebook page and weigh in on that, because I think it's the least they can do for me.
You're not going to find it on the Sunny page, but... Okay, maybe I'll post something. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, good morning there, you little rapscallions. John, how are you? Don't really care. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Hanging around the house, treating you kind of well. You kind of got that bedhead hair going on.
Yes, I do.
Well, I got to tell you what, if you were a transformer, you'd be Optimus Fine. What's going on, little radio rangers? Gather around the radio, and you got nothing else going on. You don't go to school anymore. You can't go to church. You can't go outside and play. I don't know what the heck. It's got to be brutal, absolutely brutal. The big news, of course, right here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Smithfield Foods shut down their plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut down their plant. They process pigs. That's what they do.
Just for a while, yeah.
Everybody's talking about pigs. What about the pigs? What are you going to do about the pigs? Well, tell you what, pigs are pretty darn interesting critters. So let's talk about them just a little bit. Critter knowledge is what I do. I'm a ranger, for goodness gracious sakes.
Yeah.
Pigs are smart. Considered one of the smartest animals on the planet. You can train pigs. Pigs can be your pet. Pigs can be your friend.
They can.
When somebody says this is a big myth, well, I work so hard, I'm sweating like a pig. You'd be wrong. Pigs have next to zero sweat glands.
Wow.
Okay.
In fact, when you see them wallowing in the mud, that's how they cool themselves down.
Oh,
Because
wow.
pigs do not sweat.
Okay.
So you cannot sweat like a pig.
This is fascinating, too. You go, boy, you're moving slow like a pig, just lumbering around. Pigs are pretty fast. In fact, their standard issue adult pig can run up to 11 miles per hour. That's a 7-minute mile.
Yeah.
I can't do a 7-minute mile.
I mean, either.
That's pretty cool.
This is interesting, too. Eating like a pig, yep, that is pretty true.
Why are you guys pointing at me?
Pigs do like to eat. In fact, pigs will eat pretty much gosh darn anything you put in front of them, which is interesting. In fact, pigs will even eat bones. And when I mean bones, I mean even human bones. This was an interesting case. It was 2012.
Yeah.
Farmer in Oregon was eaten by his pigs when he fell into their enclosure. By the time concerned relative came by looking for him, all that was left of that farmer were his dentures.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
And
So they
keep
don't
in
like
mind-
dentures, apparently.
Keep in mind that was Oregon, and Oregon is a hotbed of what we call hippies. So it's a pretty good bet old farmer denture there had been hitting the old bong pretty hard when that whole thing took place.
So you're saying he slept through that?
That's all there is to it. So, what are pigs actually the best for? That'd be bacon, of course. And bacon, kind of like duct tape, there's really nothing bacon can't fix. That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. Keep in mind, what doesn't kill you probably makes you stronger. Except bears. Bears will kill you every single time. This is Ranger Down. Till next time, out. Say it with me, yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio here with our Water Cooler Talk for the day. What do we have today, Dan?
Oh, and hey, by the way, if you're washing your hands 227 times a day,
Yeah.
if you don't have treated soft water, it's got to be just horrible.
Brutal.
Yeah, give Aqua
Chapped
One a call,
skin.
man. They'll fix
I
your
had-
wagon in a hurry.
On Facebook, and I'll make sure we talk about this right now because I think this is good. On Facebook the other day, a friend of mine posted, who can I reach out to deliver some salt? They were talking about their soft water.
Sure.
And people were posting different things. I'm like, Aqua Dude, he brings our salt all the time. But they were looking for something specific. They wanted it where they didn't have to talk to you or touch you or come close to you.
Okay.
I'm like, he'll drive by and throw salt out the window if that's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that they would set it at the front door. But yeah, if you need salt delivered
Call
or
him.
water jugs
Yeah,
delivered,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what they do.
He'll hook you up.
Chad Halverson. He
Aqua
is
Dude.
Aqua Dude.
Yeah, he'll do it, man.
Let's do it. This pebble in a pond thing, things you don't even think about what's going on here. And here it is, obviously, out of Pierre, South Dakota. Businesses don't report their South Dakota sales and use tax numbers for March until later in the month, but state government's take from video lottery machines is plunged by about half.
Oh, of course.
People aren't going out. And in case you don't know, video lottery, for every dollar that goes in, 50 cents goes to the state right now.
Yeah.
So that's a big tax base
Right.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Some of that
huge.
goes to winnings, and then the little casinos make a little bit of that too.
And so some people were inquiring, well, and maybe you've noticed your driver going, well, why is that little casino open? Or that casino, why is it open? Why is it open? Well, number one, the state, and this is wrong, the state has not mandated anything close. They have suggested, just like the mayor here in Sioux Falls, he can suggest, but they can't say, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not doing this. So that's why it's kind of interesting to see maybe this club, this bar restaurant is closed, but then this little one over here isn't.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. And I guess my question is going to be this: with such a lack of everyday commerce as we understand it, just buying and selling of goods, product, service, with so much of that not happening, that entire tax base is going to disappear.
Of course, yeah.
And so how are services going to get paid for? I mean, stuff is just, it's
kooky, man.
Yeah. And I'm not a really smart guy. In fact, I'm a pretty dumb guy. Look at my track record.
No, you're a lot smarter than you lead on. You're a smart dude.
But yeah, just trying to big picture this thing. It's it's just it's intimidating.
Absolutely.
You know, when people go, well, what next? What next? I guess it's as good as mine. As good as mine, and I think, and that's where it is when you know the difference. For instance, I have my son Luke lives in Oregon.
Yeah.
Different circumstances than here. My daughter lives in Tallahassee, Florida. Completely different vibe going on there.
Yeah.
So depending on where you go geographically and what is happening, it's just...
I spoke to a radio friend of mine in Oklahoma. He actually called and said, hey, will you talk to me on the air? Because he wanted to talk about the Smithfield thing and wanted to just chat about what all is going on in Sioux Falls. And I tried to give a message of hope because I really, truly do think that we have a lot of good things going on.
Absolutely do.
And here's one of the things that I hope other people will recognize as well, and you'll remember this. During the times that are tough, just remember there are some people who were there to help out that when this is all over and done with, please reward them with your business. Like there are businesses out there that are, they say, hey, like you had mentioned Comfort King. We're going to quit making mattresses for a bit. Let's make face masks. And this is just one example. So I don't mean to, go back to that same one, but so many businesses that said, I'm going to put business on the back burner for a minute. We're going to kind of put this on the front burner and help out. Here's what I hope. When all this is said and done, I hope people do remember that and say, you know what? When it is time for that product or that service, I want to work with that guy or I want to work with that lady because when times got tough, they were there to help their neighbors. So it's important stuff. But recognize people that are doing amazing things, and I think it's a good thing.
Excellent point. Yeah, as it stands right now, about 38% of the video lottery terminals are shut down across the state.
Yeah,
which is fine because to me, anyway, looking back on it, was always kind of a false economy anyway.
Yeah,
for all the money being put in machines, that money would have been spent elsewhere with just different tax numbers on it.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? So it's like just weirdness, total weirdness going on.
Very good. Coming up, we've got a message of hope. That's on the way. And then we have some entertainment news of the day. That's all on the way.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, and I've got a little bright spot for you right now. I think this would be kind of a fun time to just say something positive and maybe get everybody thinking about something good. I used to work at a radio station in Iowa where I had a gentleman there who used to say, control the things you can control. Had this little picture of a sailboat hanging on the wall, and he said, we cannot direct the wind, we can only adjust our sails. So think about this. Think about how many people right now have no control over what's happening around us. But we do have control over some things, like how we spend that time we have right now, how we treat other people around us. If you have the means to help others, you're going to feel instantly better by making a small gesture and doing something kind for somebody. And it doesn't have to be financial. It could be giving somebody time or picking up the phone and just calling somebody that you know is alone. Or maybe you spend some time doing things that you've been putting off for a while. Now may be the perfect time to tackle that project. You've got the time. I've heard of people painting rooms in their home, a business that's doing a massive remodeling project right now because they've been putting it off for years. But since the doors were going to be closed a few weeks anyway, now is the time to get it done. Many people who are working on themselves right now as well by reading something they've wanted to read, maybe even working on a fitness plan that they can do in their home, when all the restaurants are closed anyway. And I even know someone who's finishing up a degree. We're all in this together, and some will come out the other end better. You can too. Just control the things you can control. Remember, we cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust our sails. So adjust your sail to journey to a better place. Little bright spot for you there this morning. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with hashtag giftcardchallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are found.
Just how fabulous are they?
They're super fabulous. This kind of cracks me up just a little bit. The question a lot of people are pondering, what is an essential business? What isn't an essential business? Why is that person essential? Why is that person not essential? It's all very subjective.
Oh, yeah.
It's all very subjective. So
some people take that essential stuff to their head, too.
Some great news out of the great state of Florida.
Oh, what's that?
The WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, has been deemed an essential service.
Really?
SmackDown Live.
Will be returning to its live televised shows. Professional sports. And again, a lot of this stuff comes out of Florida. That's where the big training camps are and everything else. And which, by the way, great movie. Saw it last weekend, Fighting with My Family.
You were telling us about
you have to watch, which has to do with a real wrestling family. And it's
Nice.
just kind of a cool movie. Anyway, professional sports in Florida are getting the green light to resume production after the Florida's governor's office, that's Ron DeSantis, close personal friend of mine, has deemed them essential services.
What the heck are you
That's
friends with him?
awesome.
They are being added, the WWE being added to the same list that includes services such as grocery stores, hospitals, banks, utility companies, and restaurants. The order was signed last Thursday.
That is fantastic.
That employees at professional sports and media production with a national audience can continue if the location is closed to the general public.
So they'll have no audience watching them other than at home.
Well, to the general public,
So it's not going to be very exciting with those wrestlers practicing social distancing and all.
Wrestling from 6 feet away.
You can still throw a folding chair.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So I just love the fact that the actual
They're essential.
governor of Florida
Yes.
actually signed off on it going,
That's-
see, hospitals, groceries, well, yeah,
Wrestling?
WWE, yeah.
That is so funny.
I just thought I would share that. 'cause
I love that.
that's
The weird times we live in.
hilarious. It really is. According to a
Definitely
statement from the WWE, quote, as a brand that has been woven into the fabric of society, WWE and its superstars bring families together and deliver a sense of hope, determination, and perseverance.
There you go.
Here we go.
America.
Fabulous.
That's right.
God bless us, man.
For some reason, I feel like I need to slap into a Slim Jim or something. I don't know. Dan, thanks for coming in, man. It's been the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, April 15th. The first quarter earnings report season has begun. The season began with reports from Wells Fargo and JP Morgan. And so far the news is not what the market was expecting. Both banks reported declines in revenues and earnings, but the news was worse than expected. The banks have elected to increase their capital reserves in preparation for pandemic-related fallout. Capital reserves could be used to cover credit portfolios expected to deteriorate over the coming quarters. JP Morgan's capital reserves were increased to levels not seen since the global financial crisis and are expected to rise again next quarter. The flip side to this story is that capital reserves may not be needed. If the pandemic passes quickly and economic activity returns to normal, the extra cash won't be needed. If that situation unfolds, today's cash reserves will become tomorrow's profits. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.